Hi everyone, welcome to another new video on Cognizant GenC Analytical Reasoning Question and Answers. So as you know, all the structure of the Cognizant GenC, as we already uploaded in the YouTube, about the registration process and what is the test pattern and what is the particular syllabus or the categories of the GenC next and GenC. So there you can see this analytical reasoning is the one of the topic over there. So around you will get, according to our analysis, around 7 to 15 questions is the margin you will come up with this type of questions. As you already seen the video, it's very good. If you not yet watched the video, please go to Prepinsta YouTube channel. There we have already uploaded Cognizant GenC complete exam pattern and everything, so that you can able to understand what is the analytical reasoning, what are the topics there we will cover under this. Okay, so in this video we'll totally focusing on question and answers of analytical reasoning. So we are going to discuss around 10 to 12 questions based on this analytical reasoning. So without any further delay, let's get started. Yes, before going to start the question and answers, I would like to tell you one thing. Top 3 commenters on this video to get the free access to newly launched Prepinsta Prime. So as you know already what is Prepinsta Prime is, as my team already played the video of Prepinsta Prime. So if you not yet know about that, please visit prepinstaprime.com. It's a good, wonderful platform, around 100 plus courses embedded in a single platform. So no need to rush over the any websites. You can find everything in a single platform. And top 3 commenters, please try to comment on this video, like your suggestions, feedback, or answers for the upcoming questions, so that we will pick top 3 commenters and we will provide the free access for them. And yes, one more thing, as we all know, the placement season was started. This is the most awaited months or the time. We all know this is the placement time. So around for the next 4 to 5 months, a lot of companies would hiring soon. So we'll always suggest our students to follow us all our social media handles. Why? Because sometimes while we are entering to the live of the YouTube, it may get delayed like 20, 30 or 1 hour. So in order to get quick notifications and quick alerts for the several job recruitments, I'll always suggest students to follow any of the few social media handles like Instagram, Discord, Facebook, or WhatsApp or the Telegram. So try to follow at least any two of them, so that you can able to get quick notifications and you can enable yourself what are the opportunities over there in the real time. So every time we may not available in the YouTube live, right? And students may not open the YouTube frequently. So they're always in the social media for at least per day. They will 2 hours, 3 hours on an average according to the survey. So we'll always suggest try to go with the any one of the social media handles, so that you will get immediate notifications of several companies recruitment. So without any further delay, let's get started with our very first question. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation. So just look into the explanation now, how we can do this problem. I hope everyone done well. So just look at here, guys. A direction pole was situated on a crossing. Due to the accident, the pole turned in such a manner that the pointer which showing the east started showing the south. So just look at here, guys. We all know the basic directions, which is we're always face towards the north, and the right hand direction is east, left hand direction is west, and our opposite direction is south. So here the actually pole was showing the east direction. For example, I am representing a indicator on a pole like this. So it start showing the east, but due to accident, it start showing south. So how many degrees it is turned? It is nothing but 90 degrees it is turned. And in which direction the indicator turned? It is nothing but 90 degrees clockwise. Can I say like this or not? So the original direction is actually east. Now it's showing the south. So north is will show as the east and west is shows as the north. So the original direction is this. For example, this is the original. and shifted by 90 degrees clockwise, so the wrong direction became. So this is the wrong direction. This is the original direction. So just look at here how the question is going to be asking for this type of particular pattern. One traveler went to wrong direction thinking it's to be west. So a person came to this pole and started thinking that based on the indications on this pole, he is going in the west direction. But already the pole was turned right. So it's indicating the wrong directions. So what is the question? In what direction actually he was traveling? So actually the pole was showing west, but the west direction is wrong. Why? Because it is shifted by 90 degrees clockwise. In order to get the original direction, what you have to do? The pole was turned 90 degrees clockwise. So in order to get the original one, you have to do 90 degrees anti-clockwise, right? So the traveler is moving on west direction with respect to the pole, but what is the actual direction he is traveling is nothing but just make it reverse direction, which is nothing but in order to get the original, you have to travel in 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So 90 degrees anti-clockwise, you will get the answer south. So option A, south, is the correct answer for this particular question. So some people may get confused about this. So try to pause the video and try to think about the problem and again revise this video so that you can able to understand it very easily. Why? Because he is already traveling in west, which is a wrong direction. In order to get the original direction, you have to do it in a reverse way, right? 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So answer is south simply. So just look into the next problem. Try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. So I hope everyone done well. Just look into the question now. So if x is a positive integer less than 30, is x is odd? So you have to find whether x is odd or not. You don't have to find the actual value of x. Why? Because when you look at the data, it is related to sufficiency, data sufficiency, right? So I have not given you the instructions and the directions. Why? Because we are running out of the space for this particular template. So I have not mentioned all the instructions. So just look at here. As you can see, the statement 1, statement 2 is given. So you need to find whether the statement 1 alone is sufficient or 2 alone is sufficient or together sufficient or either are sufficient or both are not sufficient. So we have a particular DI flow diagram or tree diagram so that we can easily conclude the answer. So just look at here. According to our diagram, first we have to find 1 alone is sufficient or not, or 2 alone is sufficient or not. Based on that, I will conclude the answer. Okay, just for your clarification, I'll explain this in detail. Just look at here. When x is divided by 3, the remainder is 2. So when x is divided by 3, the remainder is 2, right? So can I say the x is equal to 3a plus 2? Why? Because if I divide x by 3, I will get the remainder 2, means it is the multiple of 3. Plus if you add 2, it will become the condition same, right? Or simply we can say divisor is equal to dividend into quotient plus remainder. So anything will be fine, right? So the required x value is 3a plus 2. So it is divisible by 3 as well as we are getting the remainder 2. So the value is less than 30, then how many possible values of x is there? How many possibles of values of x is there? So if you substitute a value is 1, it will become how much? 1 3 is 3 plus 2 5. So 5 is divisible by 3 and gives the remainder 2. So this is the starting value. So I am writing all the possible values of x so that I can know whether all the x values are odd or not. Based on that, I can conclude whether x is odd or not. Okay, just start doing this. So 5 plus 3 again, 8. See, it will divide by 3 to 6. So 2 times and remainder again 2. So add 3's so that you will get all the patterns. So I'm writing just for your clarification here. 5, 8, 11 and 14 and 17, 20, 23, 26, 29, 32. I am not taking. Why? Because it is not required. It is less than 30, right? So you need to take x value below 30. So these are the all the possible values of x for the first condition. So sometimes I am getting x value odd, sometimes I am getting even, odd, even, odd, even. So I cannot confirm the x value is odd or not. Sometimes it is odd, sometimes it is even, right? Is x is odd or not, you have to justify, but I can't justify here. Why? Because I am getting the both the values. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. So if statement 1 alone is not sufficient, option A got cancelled, and either of the statement will also get cancelled. Here either of the statement is not given, so don't bother about that. So just look at the statement 2 alone is sufficient or not. When x is divided by 5, the remainder is 2. So x is divided by 5, the remainder is 2 means 5 into b plus 2. So which is nothing but if you divide x by 5, it will give you the remainder 2 means we all know the divisor, dividend and remainder and coefficient formula, right? So x is equal to 5b plus 2. So if you divide it by 5, it will cancel and we're left with remainder 2. So that's why 5b plus 2. This is the basic things you have to know, guys. So in this type of videos, we can't explain from the scratch how this equation are designed and everything, right? So 5b plus 2. So 5b plus 2 is nothing but substitute b value as 1. So the value will be, I'm writing here, x value will be 12. Why? Because, sorry. Why? Because 5 ones are 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. So if you substitute b value 2, it will become 12. So add 5 so that it will get incremented, right? So 7 plus 5, 12, 5 plus 5, 17, plus 5, 22, plus 5, 27, plus 5, 32. 32 is not allowed. Why? Because again, it is less than 30. So when you look at the second statement alone, I'm not comparing with the statement 1. I'm just comparing statement 2 alone. So x value is odd. Here it is even, odd, even, odd. So here also I cannot judge whether x is odd or not. We don't bother about the actual value which is odd or even, whatever it may be. You have to say yes or no, that's it. But I can't say anything here. Why? Because sometimes I am getting even, sometimes I am getting odd. So still statement 2 alone is not sufficient. So statement 2 alone also not sufficient. Now the third step is you have to join them together. Whenever alone statements are not sufficient, then the next step is you have to join them or combine them. So statement 1 plus 2, join them, and what is the common number which satisfies both the statements? So just look at here, 5 is not there, any number is not matching except 17. 17 is matching both the cases, which is nothing but divide by 3, remainder is 2. 17 divide by 5, remainder also 2. So this is the value you have to take care for the x. So x is equal to 17. So this is the only value below 30 and which satisfies both the conditions. So can I get x is odd? Yes, x is odd here. So by joining both the statements only, I can conclude the x value. So both the statement 1 and 2 together are sufficient to answer the question, but neither statement alone is sufficient. Alone are not sufficient. So option C is correct and option D is wrong. So this is how you have to do the data sufficiency related problems. So it seems like little lengthy, but once you got into the practice, you will do these problems very easily and within less time also. So try to pause the video and try to solve this question on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. So I hope everyone done well. Just look into the explanation now. Anand ranks 6th from the top. So Anand rank is 6th from the top. So if he is 6th from the top, can I say, I'm writing Anand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people above Anand. Yes, I can say like that. If he is ranking 6th from the top, for sure he is having 5 people above him. So just look at here. Bharat ranked 26th from the bottom. So Bharat is 26th from the bottom. Okay. So the information related to two different people, right? So we have to wait for the perfect relationship between them. Then we can conclude the answer. So how many people are there in the class if Bharat is above Anand? So Bharat is above Anand. So Bharat will be above Anand. Okay. And there are only two persons between Anand and Bharat. So there are only two people between Anand and Bharat is above Anand means, can I say if I left these two places, this place will become Bharat place. So this rank is Bharat 1. So Bharat is already, we know, 26th from the bottom, right? So all these people are comes under Bharat or after Bharat, and there are only two people before Bharat. So the joining of all the statements. So Bharat is 26 from the bottom. So there are 26 people up to Bharat, and before Bharat we have two people. So total 28 people are there in the total class. So option D is correct, 28. Or just we can say this is 27, this is 28th rank from the bottom, and he is also first from the top. So obviously 28 people. Simply you can do like this. Okay, so just look into the next question. Try to pause the video on this problem is related to some syllogism. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. Okay, I hope everyone done well. Just look into the explanation now. So I am little good at logical Venn diagram, so I am going with the logical Venn diagram method. So if you are good at take and cross method, please try to follow your method. Why? Because some people have some specific depth knowledge on separate categories. So I'm little having knowledge on Venn diagram, so I'm going with that. So if you are good at tick and cross, please go with that, and we'll conclude the same answer, no issues. So just look at here the logical Venn diagram approach. All bench are desk. So all bench are desk. Some desks are rods. So some desks are rods. All rods are paper. So all the rods that need to be covered by the papers. Some papers are windows. So some papers are windows. So this is the logical Venn diagram for the given statement. So based on this diagram, we will conclude whether the given conclusions are true or not. If they are true, we will follow them. If they are not true, we won't follow them. This is the syllogism concept, right? So just look at here. Some windows are benches. What is the relationship between windows and benches? Benches set is here and windows set is here. I will tell you a magic keyword for this particular type of logical Venn diagram, that is don't know. So if any set is not interacting, then the condition is called as don't know. If you don't know, any conclusion is wrong. So windows and bench relationship don't know. Why? Because they are not intersected, or if the no relation is there, I will indicate as into mark. So it is also not there. So we don't know the relationship. If you don't know, any conclusion is wrong. So conclusion 1 is false or failed, or you don't have to follow. Just look at the second conclusion. Some papers are desk. So paper and desk. So D and P have intersected here. So they're having some relation. So he has given some also. So conclusion 2 is correct. Next, look at this next one. Some desks are bench. See guys, what is the relationship between desk and bench? All bench are desk, right? So obviously, if all A are B, then some B are A is always true according to the basic table of the conclusions. So some desks are benches is true, or you can say these are all the benches as well as desks as well. So some desks are benches is true. You can directly say through the diagram as well. Next, some paper are benches. So papers are here, benches are here. Just look at here the diagram. Just for your clarification, I am highlighting in the yellow color. So this is the bench and this is the paper. They are not intersecting, guys, right? So the condition is called as don't know condition. If you don't know, any conclusion is wrong. Don't think about some, no, all, some not, or anything. If you don't know, any conclusion is wrong. You can't predict the conclusion if you don't know. So only 2 and 3 follows. So yes, obviously option D is correct. Only 2, 3 follows and 1, 4 are false according to the given diagram. So I hope you guys also got the same answer. If you try through tick and cross method, if you have any doubts, please comment below of this video. We'll definitely discuss with it. Okay, so just look into the next problem. Try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. Okay, just look into the explanation now, how to do this. In certain coded language, so just some statements were given. What is the code of your men in the given code language? So many people will do a mistake while doing this type of coding, decoding related problems. And this is the one category of coding, decoding, which is called as keyword based coding, decoding. So many people will do a mistake who are not practiced this type of questions, as they will start finding every code for the particular words. This is the first mistake. So don't do that. And second mistake is nothing but they will treat the first word code is the corresponding buzzword. So the is the coded as KL. Life is coded as FD. It is wrong. So the keyword based or buzzword based coding decoding will never be in the order, and you don't have to find all the keywords for the particular words. So this is useless concept, right? Don't do that. All here we need to do is simply, I will tell you, which is nothing but searching and elimination. You have to search for the required keyword and you have to eliminate the corresponding keywords. So let us see how to do this. Okay. For example, just look at here. We have to find your men, right? So where is your is placed? So search for the keyword. So your is here, and anywhere the your is existed? No. So the corresponding buzzwords will never repeated. If your is not repeated, the corresponding keywords also never repeated. So try to eliminate repeated buzzwords or keywords so that you can able to get the answer for your, right? So just look at here. LP is repeated or not? See, LP is repeated here. So LP is not the code for your. Why? Because if LP is the code for your, then must be your need to be here also, right? Am I right or not? So just look at the RY. Is RY is repeated? Yes, RY is repeated, but your is not repeated. HC also repeated. So code for your is JQ. So got it. So option C, option D got eliminated. Why? Because it doesn't consisting of JQ. So just look at the men. Where is the men? Men is here. And is the men is anywhere? Move first or left or left? No. Men is nowhere, right? So already we are eliminated LP. Why? Because LP is repeated. Next, AT. AT is repeated or not? Yes, AT is repeated. Cancel that. Search and elimination. See how we simply doing this. Next, TG. Yes, TG is eliminated. Why? Because TG is repeated for first and second statements, but man is not repeated. So see, TG also eliminated. So our answer is option B, UF. So JQ, UF is your answer. Let's verify this. Is it correct or not? So just look at here, MA. MA also repeated in the first and second statement. So we have left with UF, which is for man, which is not repetitive. So our answer for this particular question is JQUF or UFJQ. Anything will be, sorry, UFJQ. anything will be fine. Order is not specific, but we have got one of the option only, which is the correct alignment. So option B is your correct answer. Okay, that's it, guys. So don't waste your time by doing unnecessary things. This is the coding and decoding related problem, but easiest one. But if you don't know the logic, how to do this type of section elimination and section comparison techniques, you will waste a lot of time in your examination. So that's why I'll suggest these type of methods for you guys. Okay, so just look into the next question. Try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. So yes, before going to start this problem, I would like to tell you one more thing, guys. The problems of Cognizant GenC is little above average to somewhat medium level difficulty. So try to do the problems in a less time. Why? Because time constraint is very important for the Cognizant GenC. So along with the problem solution or the correct answer, the time taken by you is also very crucial. So for that, I would like to show you something, that is, just look at here, our analytics, which is nothing but along with the correct answers, you have to compare yourself with others. When compared with others, in how much time you are doing, or how many people are attempting the same problem before you and after you, so that you can analyze yourself and you can improve yourself towards to get in the selection zone. And I trust me, if you are in the top 15% of any written test of any company, I am not specifying any name, as we know this is a Cognizant GenC related video, but I am not mentioning the specific company name. Any company, if you crack the written test in a top 15% people, you have 100% chances to get selected for the next rounds. Not for even the written test, even for the interview or any rounds. If you are a top 15 people, if you top 15% people, you will have 100% guarantee to be selected. So for that, you need to analyze yourself, right? So that's why we are embedded the analytics with our quizzes. So just look at here. For example, I have taken some blood relation related problems here and I have attempted it wrongly. When you look at the explanation, you can see the explanation. Along with that, when you press on the show graph, you can able to see this graph. So how many people attempted this problem and how many people attempted before you and how many people attempted after you. So just look at here. Here I have attempted wrongly, so there is no analytics for particular problem. Why? Because we got the wrong answer, right? For example, if I attempted the correct answer, so when you look at this analytics, 3%, approximately 3%, 2.96 is 3%. So 3% people have solved the question before you. So before myself, 3% people was solved this question, which is nothing but if I solved in 10 seconds, already 3% people have solved before me. And after me, there are 97% people. So I can feel the comfort, or I will feel confidence that I'm little good at this concept, so that I can prepare for the remaining topics. This is how I will compare myself with the others. So it will be very helpful for you to boost yourself in the examination, so that you will get more number of marks and you can attempt more number of questions in less time. So for your clarification, our team will play a beautiful video on how to use the analytics and how to navigate between the analytics and how to summarize everything, your rank and your percentile and everything. Our team will play a beautiful video. Please watch that. And again, we will get back to the question and answer. hope everyone seen the video. So try to make use of those analytics so that you can improve yourself. So yes, without any further delay, let's get back to our question and answers. If A is B's mother's husband, so just look at here, guys. B's mother husband, which is nothing but again A. So A is mother's husband means A is father of B, and who has two children. Who is nothing but recent fellow, which is husband. Husband is nothing but A. So A has two children. So already one children is B and another children is there who we don't know who it is. And one of whom is boy. Then who is boy to her, which is nothing but simply he is saying to her, which is nothing but B here. So B is a female and the boy, whoever maybe alternative person name is not mentioned, which is a male member. So how these two people are related? So these two people are related as brothers, brother and sister, which is siblings. So this is how you have to conclude. It's a simple single line oriented blood relation problems. You don't have to confuse yourself much. So just look into the next problem. Try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. So I hope everyone done well. Just look into the explanation of this question now. In the following question, which one set of letters when sequentially placed at a gaps in which given letter series shall complete it? Okay, just look at here, guys. The sequence of some letters is given and some blanks were given. You have to place the missing alphabets and you have to choose which combination exactly fits the gaps. So just look at here. While you are doing this type of problems, you have to recognize the pattern of the alphabets. So just look at here. When I look at the alphabets on a overview, I can feel like A are always the double, right? So the sequence double A. And when I look at the remaining alphabets, B is always, I can see, is a single alphabet. So B is a single one. And I can feel C. So C also single. So I can't feel any other alphabets, right? So it's consisting of only two A's and one B and one C. So just look at here. What is the alignment of this, or BCWA or WABC or ABCA or like this? Just look at here. BC here together, and here I can write BC. Okay, here I can write BC. And yes, BC is always together, so in the order. And when you look at here, AAB, here AAB. So order is also same. WABC is the order. So is this pattern can be filled in this arrangement or not? Let us see. So WABC is my pattern recognized based on the overview, and just fill this. WABC. Next WABC. 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 And see, guys, here A, B, C. So this is the advanced level sequential oriented letter series, which is nothing but in advanced level, the sequence will never be the start with the same. Sometimes the starting and the ending alphabets will be manipulated. So try to predict the arrangement of the sequence in the middle terms so that you can put the answer very easily. So just look at here. AABC, AABC, AABC is our perfect answer and which is aligned. And just look at here. The first term is ABC and the last alphabet A, which is nothing but the preceded A is shifted to the last place. That's it. So in order to confuse you, they will give you this type of patterns, alternative patterns. So what is the blanks we have to fill? Just look at here. Here B, starting alphabet is B. So C and A got cancelled. So this is the required answer, either B or C, D. So the next alphabet is C. So option D is correct and option B is got eliminated. See, the remaining alphabets are matching exactly or not. So here blank is A, here blank is C, here blank is A, here blank is C. So AC, AC. AC, AC, AC is matched. So option D is your answer. So this is how you have to recognize the pattern and try to implement. And if any manipulation is there in the first and last terms, you have to adjust that. Okay, so I hope everyone understand. If you have any doubts, please mention in the comment section. We will sure help you guys. So just look into the next question. Try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation. So just look into the next problem. So I hope everyone done well. Just look into the solution now. So you walk 10 meters towards the east. So guys, immediately start note down all the directions. Or if you already practiced well, you don't have to note it down as well. Right hand is nothing but east. So 10 meters towards east means right hand direction 10 meters. And after reaching some point, then turn left. So in the directions, left is nothing but anti-clockwise and right is nothing but clockwise. As we know, if you don't know, please try to visit our website of Prime and you can watch the videos over there and you can easily adapt to this concept. Left is nothing but clockwise and it always 90 degrees. Left or right is nothing but turn is nothing but 90 degrees. So it will create a perpendicular lines always. So left is nothing but anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise, now it's showing 3 o'clock, it will become 12 o'clock. So towards north. So 5 kilometers. So the vertical displacement is 5 meters. Then you turn left again. So again left means again anti-clockwise. Again anti-clockwise means now it is 2 o'clock. It will become 9 o'clock. And walk for another 10 meters. So just look at here guys. This is the starting point. Horizontally you travel 10 meters and you are traveling back horizontally 10 meters means these 2 points will be in the same straight line. Okay. Finally you turn left. So again you turn left. So again anti-clockwise and walk for 10 meters. So vertical displacement is this one is 5. So 10 means it need to be double. So like this. So the total distance is 10 meters and this is 5. So remaining will be 5. So and these are all the same straight line. Why? Because horizontal displacement is same. Okay, in which direction are you with respect to the starting point? So this is the starting point S and this is the ending point E. So with respect to starting point, draw an arrow to the ending point. So this arrow indicates which direction? South. So you are in the south direction with respect to starting point. If the question is asked with respect to the ending point, the starting point in the which direction? So then you have to start from ending point and you have to draw a line towards the starting point. Then it will become north. So based on the question, everything changes with respect to which point they're asking. This is the origin and in which point you have to reach, that is the destination. So try to draw an arrow. You can easily come up with the answers. So just look into the next question. Try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first. And then we will look into the explanation part. So I hope everyone done well. Just look into the explanation now. So in a code language, solid is written as WPSLPAMHFA. What does the code word ATEXXQIBVO refer to? Okay. So here the input word is given, the output word or coded word is a little lengthier when compared to the source one, right? So when you look at here, solid having 5 alphabets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here 10 alphabets. So how can we design 5 alphabets to 10 alphabets? There is a few chances, that is taking adjacents of the S or plus 2 adjacents of the S plus 3 adjacents of the S, like that you can take, right? So S is nothing but 19, O is nothing but 15, L is nothing but 12, I is nothing but 9, D is nothing but 4. This is a solid alphabet's numerical value. And W is nothing but 23 and P is nothing but 16. So W is nothing but 23 and P is nothing but 16. S is nothing but 19 and L is nothing but 12. So just look at here guys, how to do this. So when I look at the alphabets, 19 become 23, which is nothing but, can I say, plus 4? And 13 become 16 minus 3. So S is increased by plus 4 and W was written, and S is decreased by 3 and it is become P, which is written as P, right? So this is solid S. So for example, this is S, this is W and P. So just look at the second one. Is it following the same pattern or not? So O is nothing but 15. So S is nothing but 19 and L is nothing but 12. So just look at here. It is increased by plus 4 and the next alphabet is decreased by minus 3. So every alphabet is increasing by plus 4 and decreasing by minus 3. So those corresponding alphabets is the code. Am I right or not? Very simple. And I got this logic only because of the conversion to the numbers. If I am not converted to the numbers, I will never get this logic very simply. So that's why we will prefer the students to reach our prime video lectures so that you can able to understand this very easily, how to convert the alphabets to the numbers. Don't write A to Z. It will waste around 1 minute for you guys. So just look at here. A and T, right? So in order to get back the original value, just look at here. The output word is given. For example, A, T, E, X. For example, I am taking this and we will consider about the remaining things. So A is decreased by minus 4. If it is a forward direction, it is plus 4. In order to get the original alphabet, you need to do minus 4, right? Or in order to get the original value from the T, you have to do plus 3. Anything is fine. Minus 4 for A or plus 3 for T. Why? Because in the forward direction, you are doing plus 4 and minus 3. In order to get the original value, you have to do the reverse direction, which is plus 3 and minus 4. So T is 20, T20 is. So plus 3, 23, 23 is nothing but W. So all are having W except C. Eliminate eager. So second alphabet is A for every variable. So you don't have to consider about A. Just consider about T, G, F. So third alphabet is the key. Sorry. So just pick the third alphabets. So 8 is for first alphabet, EX is the second alphabet, XQ is the third alphabet, right? So X is nothing but 24 and Q is nothing but 17. So you have to do minus 4 or plus 3. Minus 4 is 20, plus 3 also 20. So 20 is nothing but T20 is T. So if it is T, answer option A, water is correct. If you want to do it in a regular process like this, you can take your rough work and complete this problem. But if I am in the examination, I will do like this only. See, I have taken the first alphabet. I have eliminated one option. So I have taken the difference. What is the difference between the remaining options? I found the third alphabet is little different for all the options. So I am focusing on third alphabet. So I can conclude with the T. So option water is correct. That's it. So be confident while doing this type of problems. Why? Because confidence matters. So yes, just look into the next problem. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section so that I can always help you guys if you have any doubts. Let's try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. Yes, everyone. Before going to start this question, I would like to show you something, that is our Prepinsta Prime website. So just look at here, around 100 plus courses was embedded in a single platform, and you don't have to run to the multiple websites for searching for different courses. You can sit in a single website and you can learn everything here. So as you can see, the popular languages like artificial intelligence, AI, and ML, and big data, ethical hacking, cybersecurity, like that. And one of the most important and popular languages or I can say mandatory languages like C, C++, Java, Python, you can learn here. And if you want to study the coding like basic coding, intermediate coding, or competitive coding based on the company requirement, you can prepare that. And we have a special quantitative aptitude, reasoning ability, and verbal data interpretation, specially designed for every company specific. And if you want to prepare for platform specific, we have a CoCubes, AMCAT, Metal, so you can prepare anything here. And if you want to prepare for company specific like Cognizant GenC, Cognizant GenC Next, like that, TCS, Digital, TCS, NQT or Ninja, you can prepare everything in a single website or single platform. So all you need to get only one subscription for our Previnsta Prime website, so that you can get Previnsta Nano Degree certification along with TCS Ion remote internship certificate. And when coming to the prices, I would like to show you something that we have 1 month subscription newly launched, and which is a limited time period. As we know, a lot of companies having their recruitment within this 1 month. So we are enabled this new offer for the for particular time period. We are not giving this for total entire thing, just it is for a limited time period. And the basic plans we have is nothing but 3 months, it is 2499. Actually these prices will be again changed after every 11 or 12 hours. Why? Because based on the demand it will get changed, and based on the number of courses we are adding day by day, it will get increased. So try to grab the opportunity earlier as you can, so that you can able to access our upcoming courses as well with the same price list. So 3 months it is 2499, for 6 months it is 3499, for 12 months it is 4499, and for 18 months it is 4999, 24 months 5499, sorry 5499, and 36 months if you are a second year or third year, I'll suggest at least 2 years subscription. And if you are in the second year, you have started your preparation from now onwards, I'll prefer 36 months or 48 months like 5999 and 6499, so that you can able to access all our stuff for upcoming 2 years and 3 years. So yes, that's it. This is the one of the beautiful platform we have, so you can able to access everything with a single subscription. So yes, without any further delay, let's get started with our question again. So as you can see on the screen, a series is given with one number missing. Choose the correct alternative from the given one that will complete the series. So just look at here, guys. 13 become 27. How 13 will become 27? 13 is a prime number. It cannot be 27 if you multiply with any number, right? So if you double it, it will become 26. So 26 become 27. How? By adding 1. I can say like this, right? So they are doing into 2 plus 1. Okay, good. 13 into 2 plus 1. Nice. Next one. 27 become 56. 27 2 times is 54. It cannot be 56. So 27 into 2, and we have running out of 2, so you have to add 2. So we got some logic. Into 2 plus 1, into 2 plus 2. Next will be into 2 plus 3 or not. Why I have went for multiplication? Why? Because see, 10th digit become 20s, 20s become nearly 60s, 60s become hundreds, sorry 50s become 100, and 100 will become 200 when you look at the option. So all are doubling itself. So that's why I directly went through the multiplication. I don't have to waste my time by adding, subtracting like that. So if the number is doubling itself, why you have to waste your time? So just do it. So into 2 plus 3 is correct or not? Into 2, which is nothing but 112 plus 3 is 115. Yes, correct. So the next answer will be into 2 plus 4. So 115 into 2 is nothing but 230. Why? Because 100 2s 200, 100 215s are 30, and you have to add plus 4. So plus 4, which is nothing but 234. So option D is correct. So this is some kind of easy stuff. All you need to do is practice to get this flow, and you have to recognize which pattern it was simply. Okay. And yes, guys, one more thing. Top 3 commenters of this video will get the free access to newly launched Previnsta Prime. You already know what is Previnsta Prime, what we have in that Insta Prime. So try to comment on this video, as you can send your feedback or suggestion or compliment sometimes, or simply any doubts related to any particular questions or any answers for the particular questions. Please comment on the comment section, so you may get the chance to win this free access for this top 3 commenters. And last but not least, I would like to say this for sure, that is 30 plus companies would hiring soon. So as we know, this is the placement time and a lot of companies are announcing their recruitment process and everything. So we'll always post the updates in the all the social media handles before we went through the YouTube live. Sometimes we will may get delay like half an hour or 45 minutes or 1 hour, but we will never delay in the social media handle. So we'll immediately post the updates in the social media handle. So try to follow any minimum 2, maximum 5. So that is Instagram, Discord, Facebook, WhatsApp, or Telegram. Join any one of the social media handles, so you can able to get the notification very quickly and easily, and you will never miss any opportunity, guys. Okay, that's it for this session. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.